And I agree, when looking for a spouse, of course, there needs to be that passionate love, but also that responsibility and that mutual responsibility to live a fulfilling life with one another. But I can't help but think of that recent research by Horizon Research Group saying 3/4 of all women profiled in this study in coastal areas in China said that in choosing a husband, they would consider his ability to buy a home. Does that jibe with what you've learned about what Chinese women want?
There are a lot of very damaging myths out there about Chinese women. And one of them is that Chinese women are so greedy. All they're looking for in a man is a man with a lot of money and a man who can bring a house to them so they can sit back and get, rich for the rest of their lives without working. This is a complete myth. So what is happening is that parents believe this myth. So parents tend to buy these incredibly valuable homes for their sons because they believe that the son has to own a home in order to attract a bride. But what really happens is that over 70% of women actually contribute heavily to the purchase of a marital home. And yet only 30% of married women actually have their name included on the property deed. So basically these women are financing the home purchase, but they're forfeiting ownership of the home. And so what's really happening is that women are being completely shut out of this dramatic accumulation of real estate wealth. And it actually is worth over 28 trillion US dollars as of the end of last year. And this is probably the creation of the biggest gender wealth gap ever in history. And women are missing out on it. And in 2011, the Supreme Court just unilaterally says, oh, well, now whoever's name is on the deed gets to keep the home in the event of a divorce. So all those women have no legal claim to that home, even though they've actually heavily financed it. And then that gets into a whole other range of problems like domestic violence.
That's right, because when their name is not on the deed, they lose bargaining power in the relationship. And you have many women stuck in very unhealthy relationships, and because of this arrangement, they don't want to get out.
Or they want to get out, but it's very, very difficult.
Yeah.